guys. So as most of you all know, we are currently living in the era of big booty. And I'm assuming this is going to be another very unpopular opinion of mine, but honestly, I don't get it. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't like people with big booties. I just personally never got into the trend, and I don't see why people get so excited over them. I guess I've always just been a fan of proportion. I already know the responses I'm going to get from you guys from making this video because I have mostly guy friends, and if I were to ever tell them,
yeah, personally, I don't really care for extremely big boobs and booties, you know?
They would probably answer back with an incredibly well thought out, intelligent response such as,
oh. Gay!
And again, I'm not saying that I don't like butts in general, I just don't see the fascination in why having such a big butt makes you more attractive. I mean, the trend is so crazy now that people have made careers off of having a big butt. Look at Kim Kardashian or even Nicki Minaj. Her song Anaconda is literally all about having a big butt. But why are big butts considered to be so attractive? When you really think about it, butts are just another part of your body that's mostly made up of muscle with a huge layer of fat on it. And yet we love it. We worship it. Our society loves and worships a layer of fat that has no other use than to cushion your spine when you sit down. And not to mention, that layer of fat is where your poo comes out as well. So when people say things like,
damn girl, you got the baddest booty I've ever seen,
what you're really saying is,
damn girl, you got the baddest poo particle covered fat layer cushion for your spine that I've ever seen. What? Oh, sorry, I mean, damn guy, you got the baddest.
Yet that's the era we live in because having a big butt is a must these days, especially for girls. I grew up in the boob era where everybody worshipped boobs instead of booties, and the bigger your boobs were, it didn't matter if you had a small booty because you had big boobs. And just like this whole booty trend thing, I was never really into super big boobs either. Gay! But anyway, even boobs made more sense in the booty trend because boobs are a sign of fertility, so scientifically it makes sense why guys would be attracted to them. I don't know why I'm shaking them like they're talking, but I'm pretty sure most guys, if not all guys, don't like girls with big boobs just because they're more likely to reproduce. They just like how they look, which I think is stupid because again, boobs are mostly just fat. Plus, guys have them as well.
Hey, check out this rack though.
Whoa.
Right? Right? Yeah, too bad it's a guy. Gay!
What is wrong with you? You can't say that.
What do you mean? Say what?
Gay.
You've been calling me that this whole video.
Yeah, but as a joke. This one actually has a guy in it, which could really be gay. So it's not just a joke. It's homophobic. So disappointed in you.
I don't know how I feel about this friendship anymore.
I love gay people, and I don't like this side of you.
Anyway, I think you get the point. When you really think about this big booty trend, it doesn't make sense. And in fact, I think it's wrong and unfair in the same way that 10 years ago, people used to say that curvy people were unattractive because you had to be skinny to be beautiful. And I'm all for team be comfortable with how you look, but this big booty trend is doing the same thing to skinny people what skinny people did to bigger people before. Make them feel like crap for not being big enough or small enough. I don't know what I'm talking about. Which I know sounds really messed up, but it's happening right now, just the other way around. Like literally in Nicki Minaj's Anaconda song, she says, "F the skinny bitches, the skinny bitches in the club. I want to see all the big fat ass bitches in the mother club. F you if you skinny bitches what?" That's literally in her song, and she got away with it because she said the word skinny. Could you imagine how bad it would sound if you switched out the words fat and skinny? Exactly, it's totally messed up. And that's another reason why I think this big booty trend is ridiculous. Well, at least until our media decides to change things up and picks another random body part to worship. In fact, we should start the next body trend. Why not? I mean, I don't mean to brag, but I do got a few good ideas in mind.
Oh my god. Dude, check this out. Damn! Tell me that is not the nicest CBs you've ever seen. I ain't talking about Chris Brown, I'm talking about collarbones, bro. She got them CBs. Oh, dude, check these out. Damn! Tell me that is not the definition of SATs. A slender Achilles tendon, dude.
I'd study for those.
Oh my god, this girl got some fat calves, bro. Check this out.
What, the basketball team?
Oh, sorry. Freaking Google search. Right there, bro. Check out those calves.
Ooh, damn. Those are nice. Look at those calves.
Those are straight up cows, bro. Look how swollen they are. They're probably filled with milk.
But I guess in order to make these body trends really catch on, we'd have to make it cool, like rappers do, and put it in a rap song. And if you didn't like any of those body trend ideas, trust me, I saved the best for last.
Cow so fat, let me jiggle when she steppin'. Take your shoes off, Asian hoe, so that I can see that tendon. Got them CBs too, collarbone on flick, she don't even need it. What I really want from you, girl, is to let me pinch your weenus.
Feeling pretty good about that last one. Pinching your weenus, man. That could be the next twerk if you do it fast enough. But all jokes aside, what I'm trying to say is that it's not about having a big booty or big boobs or being curvy or being skinny. These body trends are gonna come and go. And if you really think about it, it's stupid how much we obsess over it. And as corny and cliche as it sounds, when it comes to attractiveness, the one thing that will always be beautiful is a beautiful personality. And if you can find that, that's like hitting the jackpot. That's like finding a Nemo. What? No, a leprechaun. No, Nemo works, because Nemo may not be considered to be the most beautiful fish. I mean, he's small and he has a deformed fin, but it's all about personality, and that's the part that we should be obsessing over. Not just big boobs or booties. There's a lot of fish in the sea with big boobs and booties. Find the fish that's different. Find the fish that's unique to you. Find the fish that is so lovable and so charismatic that Pixar has to make a movie about him, even though his mother and siblings were murdered and he was captured and abducted and imprisoned in a tank, leaving his father to have to go chase after him, nearly getting him murdered as well, just because he has such a good personality. Find your Nemo, because in the end, isn't that what we're all really looking for? Our very own deformed mother and sibling murdered superstar movie fish?
What?
Oh, sorry, was I getting weird?
Very. And also, you're saying that you want to find your Nemo?
Yeah, and?
You do realize that Nemo is a boy, right?
Yeah, but I was just using...
So thank you guys again so much for watching. If you want to see bloopers and behind the scenes for this video, click the one on the left. If you want to see the previous video where we dressed up like princesses, click the one on the right. And I know that sounds kind of gay, but it's not. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay. I love you in the most heterosexual way. What?